Hi everyone, it's Mike,
And Ravin.
and we're going to start our year 1 hunt now for Kingdom Death.
Yeah.
We did the prologue before, and we thought it was year 1, but no, this is year 1. When we come back, it will be year 2.
Right.
So we got our team of survivors set up now, the new ones. So we have, what hunters do we have?
We have Longshot.
Yeah?
We have Lily. We have Ricky. And we have Yesha.
Yeah, and then they got some bone weapons now.
Yep.
Some bone daggers, swords. Yesha has an axe. We have some darts too.
Yep.
And then we set up our little settlement here so far.
Yeah.
And then we got the graves of the ones that died last time with a head explosion in the chest of Kiana and Peter.
Yeah.
And I've been looking for a lantern horde, but I can't find it. If anyone knows of anyone that has models for lantern hordes, so I just used that for kind of like a lantern horde so far.
Cool.
And then we were looking into getting a Skinnery or a Bonesmith too.
Yeah.
For a little town. So I used my custom D&D character for the Bonesmith.
Yeah.
And then we're using the actual Yasa from Critical Role for the Skinnery.
Yeah. Cool.
Until we get the actual stores. We saw some cool leather workers and stuff like that
We
too.
did.
Maybe for an organ grinder and stuff too. So that's our sediment of Nagaron, we call it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then we also have Lily was the... Who was it? No, who's the one with the broken arms?
Lena.
Lena has the broken arms. We have to get a broken arm model for her.
Yeah.
And then Rasmus, the...
Ramza. Yeah.
Is up there on the top there. The leader that has the courage and the understanding too.
Yes.
Spoke the first words.
Yeah.
And we got some extra survivors there too. Eve and... who is it? George too.
Yeah.
So, we'll set up for the hunt track next, which is right down here. So before you actually go on the hunt, there's an actual hunt track to find your prey in this too. There's the hunt, then there's a showdown, and then there's the end where we do the settlement phase and we build everything.
Ah, right. Okay.
So, in the book, it sets it up for you how you set up the showdown when you fight them, what cards you use, where you place the line on the hunt track, what basic hunt events happen, and there's actual different hunt effects by what prey you're attacking.
Okay.
So there's a white lion and the normal hunt effects.
Right.
And then you roll on the dice and you roll a D100, and then you see random events that happen in the hunt.
Okay.
So I'm going to set up the hunt track, and then we'll try to hunt the white lion.
Okay, sounds good.
So all the little angry kitties are the actual white lion events.
Yep.
And the trees are just the basic ones, which are the D100s. They're all the same, but you put those there to represent them.
Right.
There's also, once we make them, we haven't got to that yet, if you make a pickaxe or a sickle, you gather herbs or do minerals.
Right.
And then you would put those anywhere that you want on the map.
Right.
On the hunt track. But we don't have those yet. So, we're going to start to hunt the lion now.
Yeah.
So everybody takes a turn going forward.
Okay.
So.
Who's going to go first?
Do you want to do... And it's the white lion event. So, I don't know. It's been a while. Once you play them a bit, you'll figure out which ones are there and not.
Right.
But, let's do Longshot first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So he's going to go. And let's see what happens here. So it's marked territory. The white lion has marked this area. If any survivor has +3 understanding, they realize this area is covered in ammonia. If they have not innovated it yet, the survivor settlement gains the ammonia innovation. Cool. No one has free understanding yet. I know that for sure. I know everybody has 1 understanding because we did graves.
Yeah.
But that's it. So we'll move everybody else up, and that's how I keep track. Longshot's already gone.
Right.
But we have to roll a random hunt event, and this affects Longshot.
Yes.
So we'll do... You roll D100, so you roll 2 D10s.
Okay.
So this will be the 10s. So 8. And then the number 82.
There we go.
So we go in the book here that has a story.
Yep.
And there's a bunch of them in here.
Holy moly.
So we'll go to 82. It says, consuming grass.
Okay.
Vibrant green grass grows in the patches ahead of the survivors. Closer inspection of the delicate leaves reveals that they are as sharp as a blade. Each survivor rolls 1d10. The lowest scoring survivor, or survivors in case of a tie, become a straggler. As the survivors carefully pick past the verdant hazards, the straggler stumbles onto the bush. They roll 1d10. If any survivor has a whip, a hasty tether is made. Add +4 to your roll. So everybody rolls a d10 at the start.
Yep.
So I'll roll for long shot.
Okay.
Uh-oh, he got a 3.
Okay.
And I'll roll for
Ricky?
Oh, he rolled a 2. We'll roll for Yasha.
Yesha?
5. So Ricky right now is losing.
Yeah.
And then that name?
Lily?
Yeah. So Lily, roll the 2. So 2 people are tied. So Lily and Ricky are the stragglers.
Yeah.
So they roll a d10 if no one has a whip yet. So now we know if we do that one, a whip will come in handy.
Right.
If no one has one. So they each roll a d10. So Ricky rolls a d10. What did he roll? A 9. And
Cool.
then we'll roll for Lily.
Yep.
Uh-oh, she rolled a 1. That's probably bad. So we'll do the 1 first. You land on the glass patch. As you climb to your feet, you realize it's too late. The parts of your body that touch the ground have sprouted with sharp blades of grass. Any attempt to remove them only spreads them further over your body. During the showdown, you are never a threat. You're never a threat, so ignore any effect that would make you a threat, even the white lion sniff. At the end of the showdown, your body blossoms into a whirl of immaculate green grass, dead. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you turn into grass at the end.
So he ignores you as a threat for most of it, which is
For all of it.
For all of it, which
Yeah.
is not a bad thing.
Yeah. But at the end of the showdown, your
turn
body
to grass
blossoms
and you die.
into a whirl of immaculate green grass, dead. Wow.
Whoa.
So Lily's already dead. We got to remember that.
Yep.
So maybe when we bring her back to the settlement, we'll have a patch of grass for her.
Yep.
So poor Lily. And then 9 for Ricky. Too bad he didn't get 10. You fall but manage to interpose something between the grass and your bare skin. Either archive 1 gear of your choice from your gear grid to protect yourself, or treat this result as if you rolled a 1. Ooh. So now we know what a 1 is. So do we want Ricky to die and turn into grass?
Okay,
or
what's his gear?
Ricky has the dagger
Yes.
and his cloth. Maybe we'll archive the cloth so we don't want Ricky to die?
Right. Okay.
So we'll take the cloth off Ricky's.
So we'll take it off and put it over here.
So yeah. So that was dangerous.
Yeah. That was really dangerous. Wow.
Okay. So we know Lily is going to die at the end of this.
Yep.
So that was that event. So now we go to the next hunt one.
Okay.
So who's going to go next?
Yesha can go.
Yesha? Okay, so this is a basic one, I think. No, that's a cat one too.
Yeah.
So everyone comes up, sees forward now. These guys are behind. Claw marks scar the ground. The survivors may choose to investigate. Each survivor that investigates gains +1 courage and rolls on the table. So each one that investigates. Okay, so I'll pick long shot.
Okay.
And he's going to investigate.
Okay.
So he investigates. Is
Yesha too.
Yesha's going to investigate too?
Yep.
Okay, what about Lily?
Yeah.
She's
might
going to
as well.
investigate?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Ricky?
Sure.
Him too?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're all going to investigate. Okay, so we'll put 1 courage. So everyone that investigates gains 1 courage. So I'm going to mark it. Lily got a courage. Longshot got a courage. And he already has an understanding too.
Yep.
And then Yesha got a courage.
That's courage.
And Ricky got a courage. And then Lily is the one that has
I believe
the
this
darts.
is Lily.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll just put dead at Ed. Yeah. So no.
Grass dead.
So she's gonna be kind of like our target now because we know she's gonna die anyway.
Yep.
So if something's bad gonna happen, maybe she'll take the hits.
Yep. She can tank it.
Okay. So they all gain 1 courage and rolls on the table. So let's do long shot first.
Okay.
You roll the 6. So what's 6? 4 to 8. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay, let's roll for Yesha.
Yesha.
Yesha. 7. 4 to 8. Nothing happens.
Awesome.
Lily.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she rolled a 1 again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. 1. Sifting through the rubble, a shifting stone crushes the survivor's hands. The survivor suffers 1 event damage to the hands location.
Okay.
So, we'll go to her hands. Poor Lily, she's going to turn to grass and her hands got crushed.
Yep.
So her hands already take 1 damage.
Okay.
And then Ricky. Ricky. 4. 4 to 8, nothing happens.
Awesome.
So everyone's good. Except for poor Lily. Okay, so now we have 2 more people to go. Who's going to go next?
Poor Lily can go.
Lily's going to go next?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just a basic one, so that's a random event. You roll the D100.
Right.
So
Okay.
Ricky's the only one that hasn't gone yet. Oh, and after that, so we know that's a random event because they're all the same,
Yep.
but we have to roll a random event after this one.
Okay.
So yeah, roll random event. So this is the hundreds
Okay.
or the tens. So 1. Next one. 19.
Okay.
So let's see what's at 19.
Exhalation of darkness. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Survivors are enveloped in a steamy darkness that dims their lantern lights. They become separated from each other and hopelessly lost. If a survivor has the leader fighting art, they boldly stride into the clammy darkness and gather everyone. Otherwise, each survivor rolls 1d10. The lowest scoring survivor or survivors in case of ties becomes a straggler. Each straggler rolls 1d10.
Okay, so
there's a little chart.
So no one has a leader fighting art yet. You get those later on when you get weapon proficiencies and
Right.
level up and stuff. So again, let's roll. So whoa. Long shot.
Okay.
Rolled. Oh, long shot rolled a 1.
Uh-oh.
So Yesha. She rolled a 10. She's good.
Yeah.
Lily. Rolled an 8. Yeah, now she doesn't roll 1.
Yeah.
I should have rolled. The 1 was for Lily. She keeps rolling.
Yeah.
And for Ricky. 6. So long shot's the straggler.
Uh-oh.
So what happened? I got a roll on the D10
Yeah.
chart. What did I roll? 7. So 6 to 8. You bang into a giant stone face. No, suffer 1 head event damage.
Okay.
Longshot has his headband,
Yeah.
so lucky the headband protects that.
Awesome.
So he took 1 head damage
Yeah.
because he walked. And we have his little mask on, but he marked himself before because he got the luck, right?
Right.
So maybe when we build him again, if he survives, we'll have put a little scar by his eyes, I think.
Yeah.
And now he bumped his nose too, bumped into a nose. So now we will go to the next event.
Yeah.
And Lily's doing that one, right?
Yeah.
Licky's going to be the last. Okay, so we roll another random event.
Yeah.
So, 10s, 8. Oh, we already did the 8 before. That's a 0. So
Yep.
80. Love, Lore, and Rock. The survivors pass a ring of stones with an unassuming boulder at the center. Each survivor rolls 1d10. The lowest scoring survivor, randomized in case of ties, becomes the straggler. The straggler hefts a boulder, it's heavy, and promises to carry it everywhere, forever, in love. They must always leave 1 space in their gear grid as it contains their beloved rock.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Record this on your survivor sheet. The rock can be lost or archived like other gear. If it is lost, the survivor mourns their beloved and reclaims the space in their gear grid.
funny. Okay.
Okay, so we'll see who gets a random. Right now we don't have a lot of inventory, so that's okay.
Yeah.
But later on that can be a big problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's roll for long shot. You rolled a 3. Let's roll for Yesha. So you rolled a 6. Lily.
Yep.
Roll a 5. So far it's long shot. And Ricky. Oh, Ricky and long shot both have a rock.
That's funny.
So we got some rocks now that take up spots in their inventory.
Yep.
So-
So that's long shots.
And then Ricky's too.
And then Ricky's.
Okay. So, last one now. Now we're going to move into the space of the White Lion.
Yeah.
Which starts the showdown. Because Ricky would move and we caught the White Lion.
Right.
So, we moved into their space. So, if you move into the quarry space, you don't activate what's underneath it. You
Okay.
start the showdown. Unless you're on starvation, they say
Right.
in the book.
Okay.
So, we caught him. So, now we're actually going to go to the showdown phase.
Okay.
So, we'll remove this and then start the showdown.
Cool.
So, we got the board set up. Now we just got to put the terrain, draw the random ones, and then place where we're going to go.
Yeah.
So, for the White Lion, it says in the book that you start with 1 tall grass card. So you get 2 tall grass per card.
Okay.
So that gives you +2 evasion if you're in it. And you can also hide in it to get rid of the priority token if you spend an action.
Right.
So now we got to draw 2 more also for this. So you randomize what terrain's on the map.
Yeah.
So, and if it's, because we have the other expansions in here, if it's one of those, we'll just take that one out.
Yeah.
Free stone columns, so it's an obstacle and impassable. So it gets in the way,
Okay.
and when a survivor collides with this, stop their movement and archive the terrain. They suffer 1 damage to a random hit location.
Okay.
So we gotta watch that he doesn't smash us into them.
Right.
When a monster passes over this, archive this terrain.
Okay.
So that's that. And then we get 1 more.
Okay.
2 acanthus plants. So, if you spend an action, you roll 1d10. If you have a sickle, instead roll 2d10.
Okay.
And then you can get certain things on the chart. You can get damage, you can find nothing, you can gain survival, or you gain fresh acanthus stuff too.
Okay.
So we'll put those on there too.
Cool.
So that's the terrain so far. Also, when you start, it's in the book and on the back of the basic action card.
Yeah.
When you fight, we're fighting on level 1 now because we're not doing the prologue one anymore.
Right.
You need 7 basic cards and 3 advanced cards
Okay.
to set up the deck. And he has move 6 and he has toughness 8 this time.
Okay.
So, there's the basic ones, which would be
Yep.
the advanced ones.
Yep.
And then we're not doing any of the special ones or the level 3s, so the legendary and the specials are out right now.
Right.
Because that would make them super strong.
Yeah.
So, and those are the hit locations. Nothing changes with the hit locations with this. They're all the same.
Okay.
So we put those to hit locations. And then it's 7 basic. So you would just shuffle up the basic and grab 7. 7. The ones are. And then 3 advanced. So
Okay.
we shuffle up the advanced cards.
Cool.
And that's our monster deck. So that's the other, even though we're hunting the White Lion again, everything can change, like depending what cards are in, his mood is, and what cards are in his deck too.
Right.
And the hunt track changes stuff every time too, so
Yeah.
it's different every time you play it too, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
So, he shuffled his AI deck, so that's his AI deck done.
Okay.
So, we'll set up the terrain and where we're going to start, and then we'll start the hunt. So we set up our map and where we're going to start.
Yep.
So we're hiding in the tall grass.
Yep. Seemed like a good idea.
And then that's we made these the plants.
Yeah.
And we have stone pillars over here too.
Yep. Acanthus plants.
Yeah. So, because we didn't ambush him, he always goes first.
Right.
Unless you get to ambush the monster.
Right.
So, and you also start with the monster controller. You pick someone and it switches at the end of the round.
Yeah.
So, if we pick the monster controller character, they gain 1 insanity.
Okay.
And right now it's long shot.
Right.
So, we'll play the first round now.
Yep.
So, the lion will go first.
Okay.
So, what does the lion do? I'll pick the AI card. B. Chomp. Pick target. Closest threat facing, so that's this way,
Yeah.
in ranged. So, he moves 6, so facing, that's these 2, in ranged. And no target stiff. It's 2 accuracy, 1 damage after hit. Always hits the head.
Oh, okay.
So that's a tough one too.
Retro. Can he see us?
Yes, we just have evasion in it. Survivors
Ah.
in spaces occupied by the tall grass get +2 evasion.
Okay.
So we're harder to hit.
Okay.
So he would be hitting us on 4.
Okay.
Long shot would be a 5.
Okay.
And we still have survival too, because when we left we got survival.
Right.
So I'm going to pick long shot.
Okay.
So he's going to go 6, up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and he moves on to the spot 5, right?
Okay.
Then he's going to target long shot.
Okay.
It's accuracy 2, 1 damage. After hit, it always hits the head.
Okay.
So long shot has +1 evasion because of his connection with the hide vest and the bone darts there.
Yeah.
So if you have a blue and red, you get +1 evasion.
Right.
So he has +1 evasion right now.
Yeah.
+2 more evasion because of the tall grass.
Right.
So he's -3 to hit basically.
Okay.
So now the white line hits on a 5.
Okay.
Oh, he rolled a 6.
Okay.
So if he rolls a 6, it hits the head. I already know that I took a hit when we were doing the hunt
Yes.
from the stone, right? So I'm going to use my survival because I don't want to get hit in the head.
Okay.
So you just mark off the survival.
So do I erase it?
Yeah. Because we started with one when we named our survivor.
Right.
There's ways to gain survival. There's gear that gives survival and other stuff too.
Okay.
But so Longshot used his survival.
Okay.
And we also have encourage now because we got language, so someone can use their survival to make someone stand up.
Ah, right. Okay.
Or we have the dodge one, which you just did.
Right.
And we picked the monster controller.
Yeah.
So you would have gained 1 insanity. So in the brain one, put 1 for insanity there, just next to where the brain is.
Just put a 1
No, in the big box.
in this big.
The big box, there, that part there. put
Ah,
1.
okay. So put a 1.
So he has 1 insanity now. So he has protection for his brain now.
Awesome.
But if he gets the 3, he gets insane, which affects stuff too.
Right.
Okay, so that was his turn. Now it's our turn.
Yeah.
The monster controller thing still stays at the end of the round. That switches to the next person.
Right.
Okay. So we do know that if we do hit him, sometimes he runs around, right?
Yes. We know that from before.
So I'm going to use Longshot first, though, because he's kind of our best player out here right now.
Yeah.
And Yasha has a pretty good weapon. Yasha has a pretty good weapon too.
Yeah.
It's an axe. So let's move Longshot first.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm in his
Blind spot?
blind spot. So I get +1 accuracy.
Okay.
So Ricky lost his class. We forgot to do. So we got to mark off
Yes.
that his waste is at 0.
Yes. Yes, because he had to archive his class, so you can't use it as armor anymore.
And I'll be using Longshot and Lily, and you're using Ricky and
Yasha.
Yasha.
Yeah.
Okay. So I moved over behind him.
Yep.
So I'm using my new Bone Blade.
Okay.
So it has 2 attacks. I need to hit on a 6, but now I hit on a 5 because I'm in the blind spot.
Okay.
Oh, I hit.
Nice.
1 hits. He also has 1 luck, so I crit on a 9.
Oh, cool.
So having him with an axe would be good too, because if you crit with an axe, you can do 2 wounds with 1 crit.
Ooh, cool.
We'll use the sword as him. Okay, and it's strength 2.
Okay.
So let's do the hit location. Beast back. Oh, I'm in this back. Full move the monster forward in a straight line. Cancel all hits now out of range. Any survivors suffer grab. This happened before.
Yes, it has.
Critical wound. It gets a -1 accuracy.
Okay.
So my strength is 2 with the sword. I don't have any adds to my strength,
Okay.
but I crit on a 9 because I have 1 luck with him.
Okay.
So 2. I need a 6 or better. Oh, 3.
Boo.
Can't change anything. Nope. Okay. So it's a fail. So full move the monster in a straight line. So he would go 1, 2, and he stops there.
Yeah.
Yasha would be dropped. Can't put there, so it goes in the next available spot.
Okay.
And grab. So Place a target knockdown in front of the monster. Target suffers 1 damage per monster level. It's only a 1 monster level, right?
Right.
So where does the damage go? Oh, to her head.
Okay. So, Yesha. That's 1 to her head.
So she's in the black now, right?
Yes.
You marked the black box?
I did, the big black box.
Okay, so we gotta watch her now not getting hit in the head.
Yeah.
So, hit location. That one's done. Now we don't gotta worry about him going any farther.
Yeah.
I got Lily here. And she has the bone dart, so she can shoot 6 away.
She does.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's gonna go. Is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she can shoot from there.
Okay.
So she's gonna move right there. She's also gonna use her survival to get Yesha up, because I know Yesha has that axe and she's good.
Right.
It's early to use the survival, but I don't want Yesha to get hurt or anything.
Okay.
So
Yesha goes up.
So now Yesha still gets her a turn.
Nice.
She gets, right?
Thank you.
Now I'm going to throw the bone darts. So the bone darts is 1 attack, hitting on a 7.
Okay.
She got a perfect hit.
Nice.
Daggers get something on the perfect hit. They get a survival if they get a perfect hit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that comes up with Ricky.
Right.
So let's hopefully we do that on damage. The strength is, oh wow, they're stronger than I thought. They're stronger than the bone blade. They're strength 3.
Wow.
And Lily doesn't have any bonuses to her stats, so
Nope.
need to beat an 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. She hits 8. So, we would have done the hit location too.
Right.
So, Beast Brow, full move the monster. It's not a fail. It's not a crit. So she still does a wound.
Cool.
So that would go to the hit location, and we will take one of the AIs off. We don't look at it because we don't want to know which one it is, but
Yeah.
we just did a wound to it now.
Nice.
Now you got Ricky and Yesha.
Yep. Okay. Since Yesha's right there.
Do you want to go in his blind spot too, because it makes it easier to hit, right?
Yeah. She's gonna move. 1. Do I have to go around the plant? Or
No, you can go through it.
So, 1, 2, 3
Okay.
in his blind spot. And then she's going to
Attack with her little axe on her back.
swing the axe.
There it is. Okay. So how many dice do you get?
Is that the top number?
Yeah, you get 2.
2. And it needs to 6 plus, I believe?
Yep. So you hit on the 5 because you're in his rear, right?
Yeah.
So you get 2 dice. Hitting on a 5, right?
Yeah. 5 and a 5.
Nice. So you got 2 hits. So you'll get 2 hit locations.
Yep. So we'll do 2. First one is Reflex, Beast's Tail.
Okay.
And the second one is Fleshy Gut.
Oh, we got that one last time.
We did.
So, and there's no response to that one. So do you want to do fleshy gut first because you get the pick, right?
Yeah.
Oh, failure, it swipes back. Reflex full move in a straight line.
Okay.
And then it's the crit too. Which crit do we want, right? And if you score a crit, you do 2 wounds too.
Yes. So are we still going to do Fleshy Gut first?
And maybe we'll do beast tail first because if
Okay.
he swipes back and hurts you.
Okay.
So we're going to do beast tail first.
So it says full move monster forward in a straight line.
That's if you fail.
Okay.
So let's try to wound it first. So
Okay.
what's the strength of the axe?
And that's the number under. Plus, it's 3.
Yep, so you need a 5 because he's toughness 8.
So I gotta roll another 5. I rolled a 2.
So it's a fail.
Yeah.
So it's full move. The monster forward in a straight line. Cancel. He can't move straight.
Okay.
So
So he can't move.
that's done. You want to put that hit location
back here.
Okay. And now the next one.
Fleshy gut. It says failure. The white lion swats back. Perform basic action.
So try to wound first to see what happens.
Right. Okay. So I need a 5, right? I got an 8.
8 plus 3 is how much?
11.
So yeah, you wound. So
Okay.
no fail, no crit, but you take one of the AI cards off without looking.
Put it here.
Okay, so you did another wound.
Perfect.
Good.
And then this goes back in
The
here.
hit location, yeah.
Awesome.
So now it's Ricky's turn.
Okay.
Ricky has a dagger.
Yes, he does.
And we still have fist and tooth if we really need that too.
Yes.
So something to keep track of too, in this, there's a bit to remember at the start, is if you damage the core you're after with your weapon, and you make it back and don't die, you get weapon proficiency.
Okay.
So try to keep track of who damaged. You damaged with the axe,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So we can mark it with something later. And did I damage with the sword? No.
No, but I think Lily did with
Damage with
dark.
those. Okay, so we'll mark those later.
Okay. Because Lily's gonna die, can somebody else take her weapons?
Not during the fight right now.
No,
but-
I don't mean right now.
Yeah,
after
when
she
you
dies.
die, you get all your equipment back to the...
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. Okay, so Ricky. I'm assuming he has to be close to use the dagger.
Yeah, it's
right?
close. There's some weapons later that have longer range that you can poke at, but the dagger, you have to be right next to him.
Okay, he can get behind him.
He has to move 5.
So it's 5, not 6. Okay, so 1, 2.
Can't do
3.
can't go diagonal.
No. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can go down 2 more to get to his side.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There you go. So now you can jab him in the side.
Yeah.
Okay. So the dagger, I think, has a few attacks, right? Speed at the top.
It's 3.
So you get 3 attacks.
Okay.
Sometimes having a lot of attacks could be bad because you get multiple hit locations, which could trigger the trap. So that's something to
right.
think when you're trying to remember stuff. Was that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3. And if you score a perfect hit, which is a lantern, what's it say on a perfect hit?
Gain +1 survival.
So,
And an attack roll result of a lantern. Perfect hit and attack roll result lantern 10. It's just telling
okay,
you.
so we're rolling to hit. Now
7 plus.
it's 7 plus to hit?
Yes.
Okay.
7, 8, and 6.
Oh, so you got 2 hits.
Yeah.
So, was that? So take 2 hit locations.
Okay. We got Beast's Brow and Straining Neck.
Okay. So the neck doesn't have a response, but that's the one that you could kill him, right?
Straining. Paralyzed or crushed windpipe. Monster cannot breathe. It dies at the end of the next monster's turn. Yeah.
That could be really good at the start, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to do that one first?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, roll a crit. So what's the strengths on the dagger, though, first?
The strength on the dagger is 1.
Okay.
I believe. That's the number under the 7, right? 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Does Ricky have any other stats on him at all?
For strength and stuff? No, he has a courage and an understanding.
Okay, so yeah, so you need a 7 plus or get a crit. Come on, crit. Oh, 3.
Boo.
So nothing happens because there's no failure.
All right. Okay.
So that card's gone.
Okay. That sucks.
So we'll do the next one.
Okay.
So try to wound first before you figure out what happens with the card.
Yeah. 7.
And +1 is 8, right?
Yeah.
So his toughness is 8. You got through it.
Perfect.
So you do 1 damage. Take the AI card off first.
Yep.
And then what's it say for wound?
Wound. Snarling, the monster swats at its attacker. Attacker suffers 1 brain damage. Perform basic action. Target the attacker.
Okay, so he would target the attacker in turn.
Okay.
You suffer 1 brain damage. Do you have any damage to your brain yet?
Nope. So I check this little
Check the box, yeah?
Yep.
You don't get knocked over because it's not a black box, right?
Right.
And now he does basic action.
Yeah.
Target the attacker.
Yes.
So the basic action.
Pick target. Move and attack target.
So it's 1 damage, accuracy 2.
Okay.
So speed 2. So you get 2 die. He hits you twice.
Okay.
And his accuracy is 2. Do you have evasion or anything? You're not in the grass.
I'm not in the grass, and I don't have the cloth because I lost it on the way.
That doesn't do evasion or
Well,
anything.
it would have been a little bit of armor on his
Okay,
face.
so
Yeah.
where does he hit?
5 and a 3.
Oh, so he does he hit. He hits on a 2+, so yes, he does hit.
Okay.
So where does he hit? You got to roll the hit locations.
Okay. He hits the hand and the head. I believe that's a head.
Is it? Okay. Yep. So you would mark off the head.
Yep.
Does he have any? No, he doesn't have armor there, right?
No.
So it would hit the black box and he would get knocked down because you hit the black box, right?
Right.
And it only does 1 damage, so you're lucky it doesn't go again.
Right, and then it hits the arm too, so I gotta check one off for arm, and then I gotta knock him down. There we go.
Okay. So that was your team, right?
Yep.
And I went was mine?
Yep.
So that's the end of the round.
Yeah.
So now it's a new round. The monster controller card switches.
Okay.
So we'll go to the next person on my team. Now it goes to Lily. So if Lily gets targeted, she get insanity.
Okay.
Ricky got knocked down in our phase, so at the end of the Lion's phase, he would get knocked out because it gets picked up at the end of the next monster phase.
Okay.
So let's do what the White Lion's going to do.
Okay.
So let's flip over his AI card. Oh, it's advanced. Smart Cat. Reveal the top. Whoa, wow! I don't think I've seen it. Reveal the top 10 AI, 1 card at a time. Put the first. Put the first 2 mood cards revealed into play. Then shuffle the deck. Oh wow! If no mood cards are put into play, as a result of Smart Cat, draw AI. Archive Smart Cat. So the arrows, you do it in progression, right?
Okay.
So we reveal the top 10 AI cards. So in order. Is that a mood? Nope.
Nope.
Is that a mood? Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. And then we have one more in there that you would reshuffle it. So no, we have no moods. I'm not going to check what's in there. I don't know. I forget even figure out if we got a mood this fight.
I don't know.
So, if no mood cards are put into play as a result of Smart Cat, draw an AI. And then we archive Smart Cat.
Okay.
So we shuffle that. We would archive Smart Cat too.
Yep.
So that actually takes up a wound for us, so that's okay.
Nice.
But we draw another AI. Size up. Random threat in field of view. So random threat in field of view.
Okay.
So basically anything in front of him is his field of view up to 6.
Right.
So Yace is on his side, so he doesn't see that. So anything in the front space is here and then there.
Okay.
So Lily is in his field of view.
Okay.
But Longshot and Yace is not.
Okay.
And Ricky's not a threat right now because he's on the ground.
Right.
So, random threat in field of view. Okay. Intimidate target. The monster stares down its prey. Turn to face target and roll 1d10. So, because now he's more facing, right?
Yeah.
Because is he still facing? No, because he's still facing her. He's going that way, so he doesn't turn.
Okay.
It'd be different if it's not that way.
Yeah.
Because you can't turn him on a diagonal, so yeah, he's still turning.
Okay.
Because that turning that way is the same thing anyway, right?
Right.
And roll 1d10. On a result of a 4+, the target suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down.
Okay.
So, she was a monster target too, right?
Yep.
So, if the monster targets their survivor, they gain 1 insanity. So she gains 1 insanity because he targeted her.
Okay.
And then, roll a d10. No, he doesn't do anything, so she's okay.
Okay.
If he would have, I would have used the insanity to protect it, because it was brain damage, right?
Right.
And that's it. So that wasn't so bad.
No.
So, keep that in there. So the monster's done.
Yeah.
So now we'll go to... I'll go... We want to use long shot first.
Okay.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there.
Yep.
And I'm going to try to hit with my bone blade.
Cool.
He also has bone darts, but he hasn't used them yet.
Right.
Hits on a 5 now because I'm in the rear.
Right.
Oh, 2 and a 1. So nothing?
Yeah.
I don't have to do everybody on my team first. I think we should do
Back and forth?
Yasa because she can go behind him right now, right?
Yep.
So do you want to move right behind him?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, right there?
Yep.
Okay. And then she's going to attack with the axe, right?
Yep.
And do you want me to roll for her?
Sure. It's 2.
So how many? 2 dice?
Yeah. 6 plus.
And it's in the rear, so it's 5 plus, right?
Right.
You got a 9. 1
Nice.
hits. So what's the hit location? Oh, soft belly. So it's a blow to the soft belly. I think we did this before. Oh, that's the organ trail. That's how we won last time that he lost his last wound, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got to roll to... Does she have any special abilities to it all, or any adds to her? She only has courage and understanding, right?
Yes.
She
1
doesn't
courage
have
and
any
1
strength or
understanding.
anything, right?
No.
Okay. So 1 dice. Strength is 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. So that's 9 total.
Nice.
It does a wound.
Cool.
It's no crit. Crits with the axe are nice because it would do 2 wounds, right?
Right.
But it does 1 damage. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage to him so far.
Nice.
And that's her turn.
Yeah.
Ricky can't get up till the end of the turn.
Right?
Oh, at the end of the next monster's turn. So he would have been up.
Yeah.
Right? Last turn. So he's up now. Forgot about that. Okay. Now, we should move Ricky out of the way because we don't want him to get grabbed, right?
Yeah.
And Ricky has a dagger, so let's go 1, 2, 3 right there.
Yep.
That's okay?
Yeah.
And you want Ricky to
Dagger
him
him.
with a dagger?
Yep. Dagger him in the side.
So 3 dice, right?
Yeah.
And he hits on a
7 plus.
7?
Yep.
We got an 8.
Nice.
So where do we hit? Femur. So it lands on the monster's leg.
Okay.
And there's no reaction to that, so that's good.
Cool.
Strength is 1 though on the dagger though, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we need a 7 plus.
Okay.
6, 7. His strength is 8, unfortunately, so it doesn't do a wound.
Boo.
So the daggers attack a lot, but they don't have a lot of strength.
Right.
And now it's Lily's turn.
Yep.
Lily can still, from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she's going to go 1, 2 there.
Yep.
Stay in the bush. So it's still in his field of view. Everyone's behind him, so we'll go after Lily.
Right.
Because she's going to die anyway, right?
Yep.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she can still shoot.
Yeah.
So 1 dice
Seven.
hitting on a 7. Come on, Lily.
Well, really.
Ah, 1.
Ah, boo.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
So that's the turn.
Yep.
So the monster controller will now go to
Ricky.
Ricky.
Yeah. So now
Ricky has
Ricky.
it?
Yep.
Okay. How many wounds does he have now? He has 10 cards plus his basic, so he has 11 wounds.
Okay.
And we've done 5 so far.
Nice.
So lion's gonna go now.
Yep.
What does the lion do? Chomp. Closest threat facing in range. We're behind, facing, so that is Lily. So he's going to go after Lily.
Okay.
Move and attack target. Oh, this is a headhunter one.
Ooh.
And he still has his jaw, so that doesn't affect.
Right.
So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There?
Yeah.
Because Ricky was the monster controller, he would have controlled how he moved and stuff, but we're going to do it that way.
Okay.
And Lily isn't the monster controller now, so she doesn't get insanity.
Okay.
So it's 1 speed, so you roll 1 dice, and it's accuracy 2, but Lily's in the grass, so it's accuracy 4 now.
Okay.
Damage 1. Oh, he hits.
Ooh.
It's 1 damage. After hit, always targets the head. Okay. So, Lily. Oh, yeah. Lily got a check in her black box on head, so she's okay. She just gets knocked over,
Okay.
and she gets not picked up at the end of his turn,
Okay.
unless someone encourages her or we use survive over it.
Okay.
Not so bad.
No.
So now it's our turn. Now, Longshot and Lily don't have survival,
Okay.
and Yesha and Ricky both have their survival left?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Now, we know Lily is going to die at the end of the match, so should we just keep the survival for us to see, for them if they have to dodge to protect themselves?
I think
and
that's a
just
good
leave
idea.
her on the ground, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the most damage potential we could do is probably Yesha, so maybe Yesha should go first.
Yep.
So Yesha can go
Right up
1,
behind him.
2, 3, 4, 5. Leave some room for the other people because you can't go through other survivors, right?
Right. Yep.
I think there's gear you can eventually later where you can jump over people and stuff.
Okay.
And she attacks twice, right?
Right. Yeah. Ball next twice. It's on 6+.
But it's in the rear, so you hit on 5s.
Yeah.
You want me to roll for her?
Yeah.
5s. Nice. 2 8s. We need that for damage too.
Yep.
So hit location, beast chest, and beast ribs. Wound. If the she doesn't have free understanding, she only has 1.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll do the beast ribs first. Whoops. Beast ribs first.
Yep.
You want me to roll to try to wound it?
Sure.
So your strength is what on the axe?
3.
So you need a 5+.
Yep.
Crit would be great.
Yeah.
That's a wound.
Nice.
So, beast ribs. On the wound, if the attacker has +3 understanding, the sound of cracking ribs is encouraging, and the attacker gains 1 survival.
Okay.
We don't have free understanding yet with her.
Right.
But we do a wound.
Cool.
So the next one. On a failure, this is where he... Usually the fails are he does the full move forward, right?
Right.
So, 5+.
Okay.
Another 8. Nice.
Nice.
So, that's certainly wounds.
Yeah.
So, take that off. And another wound.
Cool.
So, Yesha's doing good with the axe. Is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, our next survivor that can do some damage is Longshot, right?
Yeah.
So Longshot's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there.
Yep.
And I'm going to attack with the bone blade, hitting on the 5 now because I'm in the rear.
Okay.
I got 1.
Nice.
Where do I hit? The Glorious Mane. Oh, we got that before.
Yeah.
So you can't do any damage. It's not super dense, lucky, because if it was, it would break my blade.
Yeah. Okay.
But I still got to roll to see if it does the damage. A wound or critical wound will not remove AI or defeat the monster, but if I get a critical wound, I get the Simmering Mane.
Okay.
And his luck is 1.
Okay.
I needed a 9 because he has luck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Lily can't get up yet.
Right.
And do you want to go jab at him with a dagger? Or
Sure.
do you want to pick up the plant?
Go jab at him with the dagger.
Because the plant, you roll a dice and you see you can suffer damage to your arm, you can find nothing, or you gain a survival if you eat it, or you get Flesh Acanthus if you get 8+.
Okay.
Do you want to save it for now and just
Yeah,
try to
I think I
jab him?
should go stab him.
Okay, so 1, 2, you're on the plant. It's
Yep.
not impassable or anything, so you can still stand on it.
Right.
So, and 3 dice, you want to try to jab him?
Yep.
Okay. Hitting on a...
7+.
Oh, no perfect attack.
Oh.
So, 8.
Yep.
So you hit. So maybe if you have another weapon with a dagger, if you're trying to build up survival, the dagger is good to try to get your survival back, but the damage,
Yeah.
not so much.
Yep.
Hit location. Fail. Perform basic action against the attacker. Okay. And this is the beat's tricep. So you need a 7+.
Okay. Nice.
You got the first crit. Nice.
Yay. Yay, Ricky.
So, critical wound. The torn muscle causes agonizing pain. Discard one mood currently in play. The white lion is knocked down. Oh, this hasn't come up yet, so he's knocked down.
Whoa, what happened?
While the monster is knocked down, all reactions are canceled, and all hit rolls succeed on a 3+.
Whoa. How long
But
does it
they
say?
would have been nice if it was at the start of the turn.
Yeah.
I think he gets up at the end. We'll check again because
boo.
it's been
Okay.
a while since I've knocked someone down.
Okay.
Monster. Okay. And yeah, that's all that happens with that one.
Cool.
But we take a wound off. Wow, we've done more. We did a lot that turn.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he only has 3 wounds left.
Nice.
We're doing pretty good.
Yep.
Don't want to jinx it or anything.
Yep.
So, and that was everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's knocked down. Let's see what happens, how he gets up.
Okay.
So it's the next round.
Yep.
So the monster stands up at the start of the next round, survivors or monsters.
Right.
So he stands up. Forget which way he was facing. No, he was facing that way. So we'll stand him up the way he was facing.
Yeah.
The monster controller would now go to Yesha. That's the
Yesha.
priority one.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Okay. And he only has 2 moves left. So we'll just shuffle those up.
Yep.
I know one of them's Chomp, but I didn't see the other one. So we know
Yep.
Chomp goes for the head still that's in there. So we got to be careful with our head.
Yep.
Okay. Now he gets to go.
Yep.
She was knocked down.
Previously.
When did she not get knocked? Oh, at the end of his next turn. So yes, at the end of this turn, she gets up.
Yeah.
Because she was knocked down as his turn last turn.
Right.
We didn't pick her up.
No.
And now this is his next turn. At the end of this turn, she gets up.
Right.
So, what is he going to do? Size up. Nice. Random threat in field of view. So field of view is everywhere except his blind spot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a threat. That includes Ricky.
Okay.
So this is the intimidate one. Turn to face a target. He's not facing them, so this is where he would turn. This way.
Yep.
Roll a dice on a 4+.
Awesome.
Well, nothing happens with a crit, but the target suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down. So Ricky gets knocked down, and he would take 1 brain damage. Does he have any damage in his brain yet?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so this is the first time we go down disorder. So
Yeah.
I'll go to the disorder. So he suffers on the disorder table.
Yep.
And the disorder table is kind of violent, so pre-warning. So there you go. Because it's a So that's the brain trauma table.
Yep.
That's why it can't be. Some of the things you can do for kids, but the other one you can't show them the book.
Nope.
They can roll dice, but
Nope. That's our headline. Don't show them the book.
yeah. So let's roll on the brain trauma now because he suffered brain damage.
Okay.
So what does he, do you want to roll because he's your character?
Sure.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Did you roll 2?
I did.
Oh, you rolled the worst. 1 and 2 is the worst.
Did I blow up another head?
Mortal terror. Mortal terror. There we go. No ifs, ands, or buts. The survivor is dead.
Okay.
So
Ricky died.
You just got a nightmare that killed him.
Wow. Okay.
So Ricky's gone.
Ricky's dead.
Sorry, Ricky.
Sorry,
We
Ricky.
lost our first guy. Yeah, 1 and 2 is the worst, and then everything else. It's still bad, but that's not death. Like
Yeah.
number 3, you would have lost 2 levels of weapon proficiency if you were.
Wow. Okay.
So later on, that's really bad, right?
Yeah. Well, we lost Lily earlier, so it's
So
survivor
Lily's
number
gone
2.
and Ricky's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was his turn.
Yep.
So that goes there. So we know that brain trauma can even kill you now too, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, and Yesa is the target monster controller.
Right.
Okay. So let's kill this guy.
Yeah.
So it's our turn.
Yep.
Let's get Yesha over there maybe.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, right there.
Yep.
Okay. And then 2 dice, right?
Yes.
2 speed.
6 plus. Yes, 2 dice, 6 plus.
So hitting on a 5 then.
Yes.
5. Is that a 9? Nice. 9 and a 6.
Nice.
So C's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hit locations is the beast flank. And oh crap. It hasn't come yet. That's the problem with attacking lot 2. The trap can come up.
Yeah.
So trap. Reshuffle the location deck. The attack is caught in the White Lion's ruse and is savagely mauled. Attacker is doomed. Perform basic action. Target the attacker. So when the trap comes up, a trap cancels all the attacker's hits and ends their attack. When a trap is drawn, a knockdown monster will stand. Okay.
Okay.
After a trap is performed, reshuffle all the location hit cards. So he does perform basic action. So he's going to turn around.
Okay.
At least he doesn't drag you. You can't use survival though.
Right.
Because
okay.
you're doomed.
Yeah.
And then you take a basic attack.
Okay.
So shuffle back again to hit locations.
Yep.
So basic attack is 2 speed, accuracy 2. So we'll... Oh, but you get 1 insanity now because he did target you.
Okay.
Right? So it goes to the big box by your brain, right?
Yeah.
So you have 1 insanity now?
Yep.
Okay. So, hits you on a 2 because you don't have evasion or anything, right?
No.
Okay. Oh, too bad you don't have anything to protect you.
Yeah.
But he hits you twice.
I only
You
have
can't
the
use
cloth.
survival because you're doomed, right?
Yeah, I only have the cloth on my waist that
Okay.
I'm protecting.
So where does he hit? It's only 1 damage though.
Okay.
Okay. Level 2 is plus 1 damage to everything. So when we fight the level 2, there's plus 1 damage to all the attacks.
Yeesh.
The level
okay.
1 doesn't have plus 1 damage.
Okay.
Because that would have been a thing too. We would have got hit more, right?
Yeah.
So where does he hit? 2 at the body. I think. Well, I'm looking at you don't have any body armor, right?
I have a waist thing, but that's
But you don't have body armor, right?
No.
So you got hit twice in the body. Have you been hit in the body yet?
Nope.
So you get knocked down.
So, do I still check off the 2 boxes, though?
Yeah, you get the 2 boxes, and once you hit the black box, you get knocked down, right?
Right. Okay. I understand.
The ace is knocked down, and that was his turn.
Yep. So, does Lily get up now?
Yes, at the end of his turn. I totally forgot about Lily. She's playing. She's not dead yet.
Nope.
Okay, and then it will go to our turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's our turn. Now that Yesa got knocked down after getting hit in the body.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm going to activate Lily first, and let's try to pick up this plant. Maybe we'll get some gear for the settlement, right?
Okay.
So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Longshot's probably going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 around.
Yeah.
So she's going to go there, and I'm going to interact with this plant. So
Okay.
she only has 1 activation right now. Later you get surge, and you can surge to get more activations, I think.
Okay.
And she's going to roll a dice to see what happens with this plant.
Okay.
If I have a sickle, I roll 2, but I don't have a sickle. So eventually maybe we want to make that too eventually?
Yeah.
Does that will help out? Again, what's the one? She keeps rolling 1s for stuff. 1, something bites you, suffer 1 arm damage, archive this terrain. Okay. So, didn't she hurt her arm? She did. She crushed her arm in the hunt phase, remember?
Right, yeah.
And crushed it with rocks. Now something bit her arm, and she got into the black box, so now she gets knocked down.
That's funny.
She got knocked down by a plant.
She is having a rough time. Didn't she?
And she's going to turn into a plant later, too.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh,
Isn't
man.
the whole reason she's going to die at the end of this because of plant? Sliced open her feet and...
Okay, so she's going to go that way. She got knocked over.
Okay.
So she'll, at the end of the White Lion's turn, she'll get up.
Okay.
Now it will be long shot.
Yep.
He still has darts, but I still want to get behind him and try to do something.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack with the bone blade. So hitting on the 5 because I'm in the blind spot.
Right.
2 5s.
Nice.
Hit location. Beast Knee, and Strange Hand.
Okay. I don't know if we've got those before.
I'm going to do the Beast Knee first, because there's no reaction to it.
Okay.
So, let's try to hit that. I'm Strength's 2, so I need 6s.
Okay.
I crit on 9s. And I rolled on 9. Awesome.
Nice.
Because of his luck.
Yeah.
Nice. That came into play.
Yeah.
Because he does have 1 luck from marking himself because of Graves, right?
Right.
So that came in handy. So I take off the wound. There's already 1 left and then his basic one, right?
Yep.
And critical wound. The White Lion knee twists unnaturally and shatters. The White Lion gains -1 movement token.
Nice.
So he just shattered his knee. So I'll keep that up there and I'll get a movement token. So this is the inside of the box. I know we showed it last time. There's a lot of stuff that comes with it too.
Yep.
You're wondering? I have some of the expansions too that we haven't gone into, but there's all the monster.
There's dividers for everything.
It's organized pretty well.
Yeah. And it's heavy.
Oh yeah.
Really
and then
heavy.
There's our tokens. So and it's organized very well too.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even include all the hundreds of miniatures you can make with it too, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's hundreds. I forget now. It's each pack makes 4 survivors, and it comes with like 7 or 8 different packs of all the armor kits, and then there's so much extra. If you play other games, so much extra pieces you can use too.
Bits, yeah.
So, -1 movement token,
Okay.
so that helps.
Yep.
And then let's try to injure the small hand. Ooh, if I would have done that on the strange hand, it would have done something too. I would. I don't have a survival. If I spent a survival, I could have got +1 strength. But let's try to wound the hand too. Another crit.
Nice.
Holy crap. That's 2 crits in 1 natural crit and 1 dirty crit, basically.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome. So he takes his wound off. See, I
Yep.
guess he is really lucky.
Yep.
So, hack off the. Okay. You hack off the monster's hand. Spend 1 survival to treasure this moment and gain 1 permanent strength. Damn it, I don't have a strength. I used it already.
Yeah, and I can't give you
What
mine.
crap. I think I used it to get somebody up.
Yeah, I can't give you mine, can I?
No, you can't trade survival. To my knowledge, I don't think there's ways.
Okay.
Oh well. Persistent injury, lost hand. Affects some AI cards. So I keep this in play.
Okay.
So we'll keep that over here for in play.
Yeah.
And the line has no more AI cards left, so it only has its basic attack left now.
Okay. We want to move this over here too, so it's out of the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still 1 more plant left.
Yeah.
Awesome. So
That worked out.
yeah. Long shot lived up to his name. Lucky.
Yep.
Okay. So now it's the White Lion's turn. So the monster controller
Yep.
will go now to long shot because it's his turn again. He gets picked. It'll be the monster's turn.
I get up at the end.
End of this turn. We both do. Well,
Yeah.
Lily and Yesha goes up.
Yeah.
So, closest survivor in field of view. No one's... Oh, okay, closest survival. Pick target. It doesn't say... It doesn't say threat. I'm just checking this out. That's something to think too. It doesn't say threat. It just says survival.
Okay.
Can you say
Survivor. Yeah.
So that means you on the ground too.
Right.
So we got to think that way too.
I don't know if that's how we got Kiana the last one too.
Yeah, because you're not a threat, but it says closest survivor. It doesn't say closest threat.
Right.
So in field of view is
Me.
just you actually, because she's knocked down behind him.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2 speed at hitting on 2s. You don't have evasion or anything, right?
No, I have 1 survival.
Okay,
That's it.
so you might be able to dodge one of these attacks.
Yeah.
Because you can do that on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, hitting on a 2+. He hit both.
Mm-hmm.
So where does he hit? You can decide after he chooses where he hits.
Okay.
Hand and body. We know your body got hit pretty bad last time, right?
Yes.
You're in the black with the body.
Yes.
So maybe use your survival to dodge the body one.
Yeah. Hand, I don't have any. Arms, because the arms I don't have any. But yeah, body,
So you'll
I
get
have
your
both.
first tick in hands then
Yep.
for the damage. And that's you're not in the black box for hands yet, right?
No.
And then body, you can use your survival, so you just erase. You had 1 survival left,
Yes.
so you can dodge on the ground.
Yeah.
That was lucky.
Yeah.
Because you would have had to roll on the injury table, right?
Yeah, and that could have been bad. Does she roll out of the way or no?
No, that's...
Okay.
There is moves later called dash or surge. You can dash and dodge out of the way.
Okay.
So you survived that.
Yeah.
That's good. And now goes to us.
Yeah.
At the end of his turn, you would get up.
Yep.
Lily would get up. Okay. So he has only one wound left. I think we should get Yesha out of the way,
Yes.
just in case. So do you want to move her maybe in the grass? 1, 2 there.
Yeah.
And then she can attack with the axe?
Yep.
Okay. So, Strange Hand stays in play. And it's 2 dice with the axe, right? 2 speed?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll roll for you.
Okay.
And you're hit, because you're not in the rear, what does it hit on?
6.
6?
Plus. Yeah.
So 6s. So you hit both.
Awesome.
Hit location. Beast heal. And Beast paw.
Okay.
So Beast heal doesn't have a reaction. So do you want to do the Beast heal one?
Yeah. Do that one
Okay.
first.
So your strength is free with the weapon, right?
Yep.
And Yesha doesn't have any strengths yet. So
No.
5 plus. Free.
Boo.
3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7. So nothing happens. So there's no reaction for the Beast heal.
Okay.
Okay. And now we got to do Beast paw.
Okay.
If perform basic attack action, target the attacker, it gets plus 2 damage.
Uh-oh.
Okay. 5 plus.
Yep.
8. So you did it.
Nice.
So that was 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
So you did the last wound because there's no AI left.
Yep.
So you would kill him.
Yay.
Yeah, if that would have hurt if he would have hit you back.
Yeah.
So
That
we beat the level 1 lion,
Yep.
and now we see what the rewards are for beating him.
Yep.
So I'll check the book. Just plant that out of the way. So you would just go down to where the showdown is there,
Yep.
and aftermath. Victory, level 1. 1 hunt XP, 1 weapon proficiency level, and plus rewards. That's what you get. That's in this aftermath one.
Yep.
If you get defeated, the white lion takes a shiny prize. You have to roll a d10, and you can lose some gear too if he defeats everybody.
Okay.
But we won, so everybody gets 1 hunt XP that completed the hunt. That's not dead.
Okay.
So
We're looking.
it's right at the very top. It says hunt XP next to your name.
Yep.
So when you get your second hunt XP, that's when you get a story event
Okay.
for age. So I think that's when you get
That's the darker box.
Yeah.
Yep.
when you get abilities there too.
Yep.
And then long shot would get a hunt XP.
Yep.
Solo Lily, even though she's gonna die, you still mark it
Yeah.
just in case it triggers a story event or anything.
Okay.
So we mark those. Poor Ricky doesn't get one because he's dead.
Yep.
That's also was Graves. When a survivor dies during the hunt or a showdown phase, gain 2 endeavors because we picked Grave.
Yeah.
So even though Ricky died and he doesn't come back with us, that's interesting too because if he came back with us, he would have gave us 1 endeavor.
Yeah.
But he died, so we actually get 2 endeavors for him dying.
Cool.
So there was kind of a benefit for, even though we lost him, we get 2 endeavors for him dying.
Yeah.
So those 2 endeavors are for Ricky dying. When a survivor dies during the settlement phase, we also gain an endeavor.
Right.
So
Cool.
Graves helped out a bit.
Yeah.
So that's for Ricky dying. I'll put those over by the settlement. Weapon proficiency level. So anyone that damaged with their weapon,
Which is long shot and Yesha, I believe.
long shot did damage with. Oh, and then in weapon proficiency, you would put because it's a sword.
Yeah.
You write down sword, and take it off. So when you get the free hunts with doing damage, you get to be good with the weapon, and you get bonuses for it.
Okay.
So you're using axe, right?
Yeah. Do I put bone axe or do I put
Just
axe?
put axe because there's different type of axes,
Uh-huh.
and then you would just tick off the first bar.
There we go.
And then Lily is using bone darts, which is thrown, ranged. I don't know. I know bow is I think bows are a weapon proficiency, but I don't see bone darts or anything.
Okay.
But I'll just put ranged. She's gonna die anyway, and kick it off.
Okay.
Now we go to rewards. The rewards for a level 1, it says here are 4 basic resources, 4 white lion resources.
Cool.
So we would get the basic resources.
Yeah.
Shuffle them up. Which 4 do we get? And we'll use these to make some stuff after.
Cool.
So this is still part of the showdown phase because you're getting the rewards, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. We get monster hide,
Cool.
monster organ, another monster hide, and let's see this one. A skull. Oh, we can make a skull helmet now too, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a cool model with a bone club, I think, was a skull.
Cool.
So, those are for those. Now we get the resources for the white lion.
Yep.
And we get 4 of those. And if I remember correctly, the level up is huge in this. Like, we did okay with the level 1. The level 2 is like double the...
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
you don't get cocky and think you can beat this guy and then go to level 2. No, the level 2 will mess you up at
Okay.
this level.
That's good to know.
So you don't want to jump too high and seek your heroes and you go and get smoked.
Yeah. That's good to know.
Yeah, because he has 11 hit points. The level 2 has 15 and his strength is 10.
Jesus.
And he does +1 damage.
Wow.
And +1 speed, so he attacks you more. So yeah, he's really strong.
Wow. I
So-
love that you have Grumpy Kitty on the...
What?
I love that you have the Grumpy Cat on the white line things, by the way.
So we got white fur.
Yeah.
We got more white fur.
Yep.
Let's see, 4. We got great cat bones. And last one. Eye of cat. Cool. Oh, I think that makes a ring or something helpful. Because
Cool.
you can make support characters in this too.
Right.
Like if we even want to bring out the girl that
Broken Arms Lena.
Yeah. She could be the support character and help with cards and stuff.
Yeah.
So, because we didn't use it in this because we were using long shot to attack, but the headband can let you look at the 2 AI cards and you can arrange them.
Oh, okay.
So you can set up what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to get hit by Chomp or something that would hurt you, you can do the support character can manipulate the cards.
Right. Cool.
So that's our rewards. If the settlement has Saga when they defeat a level 3 line, no, we don't. We're not on level 3 at all yet.
Yeah.
Far from it. We don't do that. First time the settlement performs this tale, yeah. 1 permanent accuracy. And then the first time the white lion is defeated, add Catatarium to the settlement locations. The group gains the resources, which you already got.
Neat.
So now we get the place where you can actually make stuff from the white lion. Let's see here. Need to find a store that has a cat store. So that's the Catatarium.
Nice.
And now we can make stuff from like white fur and great cat bone, which we have. We can make a helmet.
Cool.
So once we do the settlement phase, we'll figure out about making stuff.
Yeah.
You get punch daggers, katars, and stuff too.
Neat.
So
Punch
put that
dagger.
in the settlement now.
I'm all for the punch daggers.
And that's the end of the showdown phase. So now would be the settlement phase when we go back.
Okay.
So we'll clean up the board and get ready for the settlement phase.
Okay.
So, because Lily stepped on that grass, that's going to turn her into a flower.
Yeah.
And she broke her arm, got crushed. At the end of the showdown phase of this, it's not in the settlement phase, so it happens now.
Yeah.
She would turn into grass. So we got this little marker here. So looking at that, that's Lily now.
Yeah.
And because we have Graves, which helps out, and she died in the showdown phase, we get 2 endeavors.
Cool.
So we lost some survivors, but at least we got some endeavors we can use to do stuff in the settlement phase.
Yep.
So that will put maybe that will be her gravesite too in the settlement too.
Yep.
But
So then having a stone, she has a pretty little patch of flowers.
there,
Nice.
Really. And then Ricky died too.
Yeah.
So we'll put him over
So
there.
we'll have to make Ricky's gravestone.
So we'll move into the settlement phase next. So we're ready for the settlement phase now.
Yep.
We got our endeavors for our 2 survivors dying in the showdown phase, so we already got 4 already.
Yep.
And Lily has her little place in the settlement we'll show later.
Yeah.
With Ricky. Well, Baron was his stone boulder too.
Yeah.
So we're back now, and instead of using, we showed that in the tutorial. You can use a smaller one too, so it doesn't take up so much room.
Right?
All the same stuff. It's just on a compact little thing.
Yeah.
So it's a setup. We already set everything up. So the next step is Survivor's Return. Heal returning survivors, remove tokens. Do not remove gear. Because I think there's sometimes events where you come back and you have to go right out back again. So that's why you don't remove your gear yet.
That makes sense.
So we heal up though. So you keep insanity. You don't take insanity off. It's something that stays. So
okay.
It's not something that goes back to 0.
Okay.
Because there's points where you can get up to really high insanity. So if you heal it each time, you would never do that.
Right.
I think I did that the first time and made that mistake. But no, you don't heal insanity.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was medicine you could make that could...
There's stuff later on that can go lower, but there's benefits for being insane or not insane.
Right. I remember you saying that before.
Yep, so we'll heal up all the damage now on their card. So there's no damage on everybody. We got our Hunt XP for Longshot and Yasha already.
Yeah.
And I got something for Sword, and you got something for Axe already.
Yes.
So 2 more hunts if they do, and to do damage, there'll be a specialist in it, and they can get benefits for doing it with that weapon.
Very cool.
And then when you get to the Farzes, which is tough, if you get the Master, you can actually train other survivors in that proficiency because you're a master at it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so they already returned. Don't remove gear. We did that already.
Yeah.
We gain endeavors. So every returning survivor gains an endeavor. So we gain 2 more. I didn't grab any more, but we'll just use these dice for endeavors for now.
Yeah.
Because I got 2 more there. So we have 6 endeavors, which is more than the 2 we got the first game, right?
Yeah.
So that Graves one helped.
Yeah.
So that was a good choice. I don't know what I think Cannibal, that you get gear, you get items from them or something, but it's still. Okay. So that's good. So we did that. We update timeline now. So you draw a settlement event card and resolve it. Trigger story and settlement events on the timeline this year. So we update the timeline. So we check it off here. So right now we're in Lantern Year 2. So when we do the next game, we'll be in Lantern Year 2 when we go hunt our next core.
Okay.
That was a mistake that we did the first one. That was a prologue.
Right.
So right now we're in Year 2.
Okay.
So in Year 2, we do a story event and Endless Screams, which is a book event.
Okay.
So we'll flip over our first settlement event now.
Okay.
So we took out the first day one we did before, but there's a few random ones.
Yeah.
When you get expansions, you add some to this too and everything. So
okay.
Let's see what the first story event is. Weird dream. Oh, that would happen. Ricky had a bad dream and he died. So
yeah.
If you are the only player, a survivor dreams about a giant man that controls their lives from the darkness above. All departing survivors gain +3 insanity. Ooh. I'm not the only player though, because we're not playing solo for this, because you can play solo.
Right.
Otherwise, the group must select a player to be the storyteller and a survivor to be the dreamer. The dreamer has a weird dream, and the storyteller must tell the rest of the group about it. The remaining players will vote to determine if the dream was well told, and then consult the crowd reaction. Well told, a true. Okay, so well told, a true tale. Poorly told. Survivor was detailed on the tables. Okay. So we picked up the weird dream. It says for only one player, you would gain 1 insanity because you dream about something, and we're only playing with 2 people. So if you play with 2 people, one person's supposed to pick the dreamer, one person's to pick the storyteller, but then we don't have other people to vote on the story that we're telling about.
Okay.
Because then you're supposed to roll dice to pick what your story's about, and then someone would make a story about it, and then the other people would vote if it's good or bad.
Right.
Because there's only 2 people, I don't think that would work either, because we're only 2. So
yeah,
I don't say that there, but we'll do the normal one because.
Yeah, no, I agree, because you need more than one vote to vote for something.
Because if you're going to be the storyteller, that makes sense because he writes.
Yeah.
And then I'll be the dreamer. Then you'd have to write, and then who's going to vote on the story, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, and Khaleesi's doing school, so we can't make her vote.
Yeah.
So we'll do the top one. If you're the only player, or it would say 2 players maybe.
Yeah.
A survivor dreams about a giant man that controls their lives from the darkness above. All departing survivors gain +1 insanity.
Okay.
So we'll keep that aside, and when we go for our next time, every departing survivor gets +3 insanity. So then every departing survivor is going to be insane.
Is it +3 or +1? +3. Wow.
Yeah. So if Longshot.
+3.
If Longshot goes, he'd be at 4 insanity.
Ooh.
He'd be insane, but we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
So that's the story event that will stay into play.
Okay.
So we did that. The next story thing that's happening is Endless Screams. So it's a book event. Ugh, okay. So that's Endless Screams.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary. I don't know what's going to happen with this.
I don't know either.
A scream pierces the silence around the settlement. As the noise fades, a chorus of horror rises up in answer. Okay?
Yeah.
The settlement erupts into chaos, trying to comprehend the source of the terrible wail. You may now hunt the screaming antelope. So, before we move on, we'll mark it in our quarry. We can hunt the screaming antelope.
Yeah.
Add it to the quarry list on the settlement record sheet. Nominate a single survivor to stand amidst the madness. They gain +1 courage and become the voice of reason. So, who do you want to stand up against the madness? We already have people back in the settlement, like Lily, who has the 2 broken arms.
Lena, you mean?
George, Eve, and Ramza.
Why don't we do Lena?
Lena's the broken arm one?
Yes.
Okay, so she's gonna... They gain 1 courage and become the voice of reason?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put Lena here. We still have her... Don't have a model of her with her broken arms yet.
Nope. But we will.
But she does have broken arms, so we'll
Yep.
take her card here. And she gets +1 courage. There we go.
And she's the voice of...
Yeah, so we'll put voice of reason on her card. Voice of reason. Good?
Yep.
She might even be our support character later if we bring her. We can give her the headgear or whatever too, right?
Yep.
Okay. And become the voice of reason. So now we do the voice of reason. Roll 1d10. So we have our over there. So this is for Lily.
Lena.
Not Lily, sorry, Lena.
Yeah.
Here. A 4. So I'll consult the table here.
Yep.
1 to 2, no. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the one we get.
Yeah.
The survivor realizes the noise is most likely from another strange creature that lives out in the darkness. After some effort, they manage to calm the settlement. The survivor gains +1 understanding.
Nice.
Where'd she go? So she has 1 courage and 1 understanding now.
Nice.
And returning survivors gain 1 insanity. So the returning ones are Longshot, so he has 2 insanity now.
Yep.
And, Yesha also has 2 insanity.
Yeah.
And if they depart, they'll have 5 because of the event, right?
Yeah.
So, I think when you fight if I remember correctly, the antelope messes with your brain too. So it's good to have insanity
Oh, okay.
because you can get a lot of disorders fighting against them.
Right.
So it's good to go against them when you have high insanity.
Okay.
And I think he gives insanity too, so you can get crazy.
Okay.
Okay, so Lena now has she's courage and understanding with her broken arms over there.
Yep.
So she's back at the settlement now. So she's gonna kind of be our prophet or something, maybe.
Yep.
So, and that was the only story event there. So there's nothing else. Sometimes there's Nemesis Encounters. That's when you fight the big bad guys that mess people up.
Oh, okay.
Or if you're going to add expansions, you add Nemesis Encounters on certain years. So if we want to fight like the Manhunter or the Flower Knight, that's how you do that.
Okay.
That Grom-looking baby hippo.
Ooh, yeah.
And then there's different... The Dragon Knight one is... The Dragon King is an actual story. And I think the Sunkeeper one is also too. That big plant-looking guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so story event's done. There. Timeline's done. Update death count. So we lost 2 survivors.
Yep.
So we're at 4 now. So no other boxes. It's just to keep death count, right? So 4
Right.
dead, and we lost Lily. Turned to a plant.
Yep.
And we lost Ricky.
Yep.
So we only have 3, 4. We only have 6 survivors right now in our settlement.
Okay.
There. Now we check milestones. From this step on, trigger any milestone story events when their conditions are satisfied. So there's no story events happening yet.
Okay.
We still have in our storage a Shimmering Mane, Love Juice, and the Broken Lantern.
Okay.
And then we have these too.
Okay.
So, you want to do some development now?
Yeah.
So we'll start building stuff.
Yep.
So we have a bunch of endeavors now too, right? We have 6.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to do first? Do you want to build some stuff? We have the love juice. We can try to do the innovations for that, or
Yeah, because we need to get more people, right?
oh, how about we try to innovate first and then see? Because I know if you get houses or hovels, it's better for certain events too.
Okay.
So we have all these endeavors. Let's see what we'll do with the endeavors first.
Okay.
We have one. We can build an organ grinder. We don't have one of those yet. Do you want to do the organ grinder?
Sure.
So we'll use one of our endeavors. And now we have the organ grinder. Now I know it's 1.6. We don't have that yet. The organ grinder changes a bit. So if we eventually get that, we'll update it. But right now we're doing 1.5.
Right.
So that's the organ grinder.
Cool.
So you can make stuff from organs and stuff there to help you out. Support stuff.
Cool.
And then you can actually use Endeavor to build the stone circle, which helps you build stuff from a screaming antelope, I said.
Cool.
Shared experience we can't do yet because you need 2 more hunt experience than other ones. All our people are new at hunting, so we can't teach people stuff yet because we're not experienced enough.
Okay.
I don't think we need the leather worker yet because we need free hide and 1 organ, and that would use up all our stuff. We should wait till we get more.
Okay.
The weapon crafter, we don't want to use up all our bones because we need stuff too, because you need bones and hide to make that.
Yeah.
And then we have the Catatarium, which we can build stuff. So we still have 5 endeavors left.
Yeah.
And they go at the end. You don't stockpile them.
Okay.
Is there anything else we can... Oh, we can innovate. Innovate. Once per settlement phase, you may spend the listed resources to draw 2 innovation cards, keep 1, and return the other to the deck.
Okay.
So we need a bone, organ, and hide. So the organ I think we can use. Right there.
Yeah.
We should keep the great cat bones to make some stuff.
Okay.
Same as the skull. We do have a hide.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do we have any bones in our archive that we didn't use last time?
No, we have love juice, simmering mane, and broken lantern.
Okay.
So, because I know the great cat bones, if we keep that, we can make, with white fur, we can make a lion helm.
Okay.
So do we want to innovate, or do we want to make a lion helm?
Do we need any of the innovations to make the lion helm, or do we have everything we need?
No, the innovation's just you do more research and you can do more stuff and unlock more stuff.
Right. Okay. I'm cool if we want to build the helm.
Okay. So maybe if we have stuff left over, we'll see about it.
Yeah.
About innovating. So we're not going to innovate right now?
No.
Okay. So we're still doing building stuff. So we'll build. You want to build the white lion helm then?
Sure.
So we need 1 light white fur and 1 great cat bone.
Okay.
And then we would get from the Catatarium stuff.
Cool.
So they have a whole bunch of stuff in here. There we go. White lion helm.
Nice.
So it gives you 2 protection on the head now.
Cool.
So that's good.
Yeah.
And if you have a red and a blue, you can spend 1 activation. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 survival, and you can roar. Non-deaf insane survivors gain +2 strengths until the end of the round.
Woo.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All other survivors gain +1 insanity.
Cool.
So we're all insane when we go out, so that will come in handy too.
Yep.
So that's a good... Seems like the helms gives you some good support.
That's good.
So that will go with our gear we have left from the dead survivors.
Okay.
Okay, we also got this Eye of Cat organ.
Yeah.
And this, you can make a cat eye circlet with that.
Okay.
You want to try to make one of those?
Sure. Circlet's like a crown kind of thing, right?
I
Think
don't know. Let's
so?
see what it is. Cat eye circlet. So, for 1 activation,
Yeah.
reveal the next free monster hit locations and put them back in any order.
Ooh.
That's really helpful.
Yeah.
So we can make a pretty good support character.
Yep.
So we'll put that there. So that helps out. Yeah, that's one of the rare items you can find from the cat, right? Trying to get that?
Yeah.
It's like the shimmering mane of those. Oh,
Cool.
we also have the shimmering mane in our gear stores, which can make a lion headdress.
Didn't we use that just now to make the
No,
lion?
we used the Eye of Cat.
No, the lion helm.
No, we used white fur.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was confused for a sec.
So we'll erase the shimmering mane
Okay.
from our gear storage.
Okay.
I know there's some people that can take stuff from that too, so it's good to use that up too.
Right.
And I think this is a rare item too. So lion headdress. So it goes on your head. You can't have two things on your head.
Okay. Well, you only got one head, of course.
Oh, so it says that there too. So accessory. You may wear this in addition to one armor at this hit location. So it's more
Cool.
protection for your head.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So we made that.
Cool.
Now we have a skull. Do you want to make that skull helm with using the skull?
Okay. Sounds good.
Go. And then the skull helm is coming. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Protects for free.
Yeah.
If you suffer a severe head injury, the skull helm is destroyed. So you gotta be careful not to get a severe head injury when you wear it.
Right.
But it protects your head for free, so that's good.
Yeah.
Go. Now, we could always keep a hide and an organ in our storage for next time we hunt. If we innovate, maybe.
Yep. I think that's a good idea.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
So we'll put those, we have a monster organ and a hide in our storage. So, monster hide and monster organ. So those two are going in our inventory.
Okay.
These are basic things. That's all that count. Okay, so we have white fur and monster hide left.
Okay.
What can we make at white fur at the Catatarium? So we didn't make any weapons this time, but we did get some pretty good gear to help us out.
Yeah.
Can't make weapons, but we have white fur and hide. We can make a white lion cloak. We can make a skirt. Or we can make boots. What do you want to... I picked a couple things. What do you want to make? Was it...
Do the boots make you go faster or anything?
I don't know. We can check. So the white lion boots. Let's go. Coat. So that's the coat. Let's see what the ones we can make. The skirt is another one. There's the boots. And skirt. So the cloak gives you 2 at the body. The
Yeah.
boots give you 2 at the body.
Cool.
And the skirt gives you 2 at... sorry. All 2. So 2, 2, and 2. Depending
Cool.
where they are.
Yeah.
And the cloak, if you spend movement and your activation,
Yeah.
you can move free spaces in a straight line. Then if you move free spaces, activate a melee weapon with +1 strengths.
Ooh.
So you can pounce and attack. It's good for spears and stuff you can make.
Yeah.
And you don't need to have any triggers to do it. You just have to have movement and activation.
Cool.
If you connect 2 red with the boots, you get +1 movement, so you can move farther.
Yeah.
And then the skirt doesn't do anything. It just protects your waist.
Right.
And some items say heavy. Sometimes that triggers if something's heavy or not to do stuff.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to make out of that?
I say the coat.
Yeah, you want to pounce on someone maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so we used the white fur and the monster hide.
Yep.
So we made a coat. So we used all
Awesome.
our items. These will go back into the Catatarium too.
Yep.
So we got our gear set up. And we still have a bunch of endeavors left. We kept stuff, the monster high. Yeah, we don't have any bones, unfortunately, so we can't innovate. We can't share experience, like we said before.
Right.
We don't have enough hide to do that, to make the leather worker. We don't have enough bone to make the weapon crafter. Nope, so maybe we'll use the love juice then.
Yeah.
During the settlement phase, you may archive this to do the storybook intimacy, nominated survivors must be able to consume.
Yeah.
So do you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. So we'll use that up. We'll erase the love juice there.
Okay.
And we'll go to the storybook intimacy. So we nominate one consenting male and one consenting female
Yep.
survivor and roll on the intimacy table. Now, just like this can be bad or good. Having hovels help, it says here too.
Yeah.
So, the first time your settlement gives birth to a new survivor, okay, that's if that happens. So we have to roll on the table first.
Okay.
Also keeping in mind that the female can die during this too.
Yes.
And the male could get disorders too, I think, from it.
Right.
So, who would you like to nominate to do for the intimacy?
Well,
Right now, Yasha and Longshot are pretty good. Also, I think later on too, parents pass on traits to their children too, which is kind of cool.
right.
So, who do you want to use for the intimacy?
Are they going to be out for a long time in the next hunt if we use them?
I don't think they are out on the next one. It depends what we roll, right?
Right.
Because we have Lena can still do it. She's not in the Broken Arms one.
Right.
We have Lena and Eve. And Yasha are the females. So which female do you want to use?
Let's use Lena.
Lena?
Yep.
Okay, so we have Lena. And then
Then
who's
you can
going to be
pick a
the...
You can pick a boy.
What?
You can pick a boy.
So I don't want to use Longshot, just... Let's do Ramza. The first two survivors we had. We'll do Ramza and Lena.
Lena.
So, Ramza and Lena.
Cool.
So I'll put their cards there. We're going to do the rock from Family Guy.
No. Chip the paint off the models.
So, we have to roll a dice. Do you want to roll it? Do you want me to roll it?
You can roll it.
So, let's roll. 10.
Nice.
Okay. Hopefully that's good. The settlement celebrates a twice fortunate event. A pair of healthy newborn survivors enter the world.
Nice.
We have Vex and Vax.
There you go.
The settlement gains 2 population.
Cool.
Okay, so I'll just put 2 ticks there like before for twins. So the twins,
Yep.
do you want to have a male and female twin?
Yep.
Okay. Male and female. And then it goes, because we rolled a 10, we
Yep.
go down to here. If the settlement innovated hovel and they do not already have a savior, a special child is born. We don't have hovel, unfortunately, or we would have had a godlike character.
Oh, okay.
So that's why having hovel is good. So we don't get a special child.
Okay.
We don't have a hovel yet, right?
Right.
So that's something to think of if we innovate.
Yes.
Because they get special abilities and stuff. You build them and you
Right.
get free, like, connects too. You can get a red or blue or green survivor too or something.
Oh, okay.
I think if I remember correctly. But we do get a twin. So, and we'll also put how I kept that track, because eventually you get last names and stuff in here. I'll put that, the parents, I'll just put a P there, are Ramza,
And Lena.
Nina.
Yeah.
Okay. So, now we go over to this part too.
Okay.
The first time your settlement gives birth to a new survivor, gains +1 in population from intimacy. The survivors ponder existence. Principle, new life. So, we gotta check that off. First child is born.
Okay.
Once we get 15 population, that's another one. But we gotta go to the... As your settlement grows in size, don't forget to apply your chosen new life principle. It will greatly affect the outcome of your campaign.
Okay.
So we'll go to the new life story.
Okay.
This is where we have to make a choice again.
Okay.
So, the group must decide how to raise their young. Choose one. Without mercy or with affection. So, the toys are taken from the child and replaced with cold stone-faced shard. Training begins immediately, so we train them to be
Yikes.
warriors.
Yeah.
Or with affection, the settlement embraces a child with worms or nurturing new life is their highest calling. So, do you want to get survival of the fittest or protect the young? Do you want to make coddle kids or fighting kids? I don't know. It's been a while since I've played it. I think one, I forget. I know one makes them stronger fighters, but they can die easier during birth, and one, I forget, makes them more courage. I don't know, but it's up to you to decide. Do you want to make them without mercy or with affection?
With affection.
You want to do affection?
Yeah.
Okay. So the settlement embraces a child with warm arms. Nurturing new life is the highest calling. The settlement gains the new principle: protect the young. Find and place a card at the settlement. Place a card at the settlement board and note it on the settlement record sheet after recording the card in the settlement. Okay, so we picked protect the young.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'll get that endeavor. There's so many of these. Protect the young. Oh, lucky. It's right there. So protect the young. New life principle. The children are the future. When rolling on the intimacy story event, roll twice and pick one result.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. Now that we don't have to worry about the mother passing away if something bad happens, we get two choices, right?
Right.
And I won't look at the other one just in case if we do it again or saying
Yeah.
what the choice was.
Yep.
So we got Graves and Protect the Young.
Okay.
Now we roll on the table. Do you want to roll or do you want me to roll on it?
Oh, you can do it.
8. So 1 to 5 is one, 6 to 10 is the other.
Okay.
The child or children is raised by the entire settlement and endowed with the hopes and wisdom of all. The newborn survivors, because we got twins, right?
Right.
Gains +2 understanding and the strategist fighting art.
Nice.
Cool. So that's for our twins. So they both get +2 understanding, which is cool.
Yeah.
Understanding. And they get the succeeding fighting art.
Cool.
So I'll get what that is so we see.
Okay.
The twins that we haven't named yet
Yep.
get, during the showdown setup, after placing terrain, you may add a giant stone face or a topped pillar terrain card to the showdown board. So they
Okay.
get to put certain terrain on the board for that fighting art. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So when we make their cards, I'll just show Yasser here now. You can only have 3 of them. We would put it down there, and then they'd have a strategic fighting art.
Right.
So that's for the twins. So we did that story event. So we did all our building. We did the story events.
Yep.
We got 2 new twins.
Yep.
Who we'll name after, and decide they have some understanding and fighting arts too, which are cool.
Yep.
So you would go to the next. Prepare departing survivors. Remove gear from returning survivors, so everyone would lose what they have.
Right.
And then you would get them out. So we'll take off Ramses' gear.
Long shots, you mean?
Long shots, sorry.
Yep. And including his pet rock.
too.
Yeah.
So we'll remember that. I'll put that on the little name here. That long shot has a pet rock, so that always has to go with him on his inventory.
Yeah.
So there's his pet rock. And you want to pass me the gear for Yesha?
Yep.
So we'll just put it in the pile there of the gear. Special showdown you would do. So there is no special showdown because we're not on the... We don't have a Nemesis encounter or any special things happening yet.
Right.
So that doesn't happen.
Okay.
We record and archive resources, which we already did that we didn't use. We still got the hide, broken lantern, and monster organ.
Okay.
Now, if we decided to, we still got the hide and the monster. We could still make other stuff if we wanted to. We still have a hide and an organ. Was there anything you wanted to make with those? Because we still have the organ grinder now. We can make stuff from the organ grinder.
Can
Or we can make stuff from the skiddery, really.
Can we use any of those things to make any kind of armor? Like chest plate or anything?
The hide? We have a monster hide. We can use the monster hide to make armor because each thing's from the skiddery takes 1 monster hide.
Yeah.
And the organ can make certain gear too. It can make stuff that could help us out.
Yeah, so I think maybe we should make some armor or
Okay, so
Something like
from the
that.
skinnery, what would you want to make?
something for the head or for the chest, I think.
So that one hide we'll use for the chest then?
Okay.
Okay, so monster hide, we won't use it for innovations. We're just going to save it, but we'll use it for the innovation. We'll use innovations next time.
Yeah.
So we want the boots. When you depart, gain 1 survival.
Ooh.
That's for that.
Yeah.
The gloves, when you depart, gain 1 survival.
Yeah.
Pants do nothing. And the chest gives you evasion if you have connections.
Okay.
So what do you want to make? What's that hide?
The boots.
You want to make
Then.
boots?
Yeah, let's do the boots.
Okay, so we used up that hide to make boots.
Okay. What's that?
No, that was in the inventory. I just erased
Oh,
it.
okay. Okay.
And we still have an organ. So we
what's
can
it-
make stuff from the organ grinder too.
Okay.
I'll get the organ grinder stuff.
Okay.
I already saw something that's pretty cool. This one organ, you can get the lucky charm. So if you have 2 blue connections, you get +1 luck.
Oh, okay.
So that would help, especially for Longshot that already has 1 luck, right?
Yeah.
So we would put it on 8s.
Yeah, so let's do that.
Well, let's see what the other stuff is first.
Yeah.
Monster Grease is gains +1 evasion. So it'll be harder to hit them. So that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And if you have 3 green, which are tough to get until we get other armor later on,
Yeah.
you get another +1 evasion.
Okay.
Single leather armor adds some green.
Okay.
Monster 2 snack legs, we can't do that because we don't have heat, so we can't make it.
Okay.
Dried Acanthus, we would have got that if we would have picked up that plant. We would have departed and gained 2 survivor.
Right.
And when you suffer a severe injury, ignore it and archive this card.
Oh.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So we know that next time if we get the plant, we can do that.
Okay.
Fecal slave, so monster poop.
Yep.
When you depart, gain 1 survival. For an accent, you are not a threat until you attack. If you have the priority target, remove it. So that's pretty good if you don't want to get attacked.
Yeah.
Lucky charm. Oh, stone noses is cost 1 endeavor, which we have some, so this is something we can use.
Yeah.
On arrival, gain 1 survival and 1 insanity.
Okay.
So that's pretty good for us right now.
Yeah.
So do you want to make some of those?
Sure.
Because we have all those endeavors to use, right?
Yep.
I think there's only 2 in here though. Let's see. Because you can only use the amount of cards that you have, right? Oh, I see 3. So do you want to make 3 of those?
Sure.
So we still have 2 endeavors left,
Yep.
but that's going to help. Now we'll get some insanity and survival at the start, right?
Absolutely.
And you can only gain survival up to the max level. You can't get like 4 survival right now because our survival limit is only 2.
Right.
So the
okay.
max you can get is 2
Okay.
until that level goes up.
Okay.
And we still have that organ to make something else.
Okay.
So do you want to make a lucky charm, monster grease, or
Yeah. Lucky charm.
you think the lucky charm works?
Yeah.
Okay. So that will probably someone with the axe or a long shot would use that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the organ grinder stuff. So that helped out with us making that too.
Yep.
And we have 2 more endeavors that we can't really use. We can't trigger intimacy yet because we don't have matchmaker.
Right.
We can't build anything else, so these get discarded.
Okay.
You can't stockpile them.
Okay.
Two. And then we already did that. Get rid of the monster organ. So all we have left in our storage is a broken lantern now.
Okay.
And then we end the settlement phase. So then you would do departed survivors and we'd set up the gear and stuff.
Right.
But we'll do that later and then we'll show you what our new hunt team looks like. Maybe we'll have new models come too.
Yeah.
Because we have some new gear to try out and see. But,
Yep.
So that's a screening envelope if we decide to go after that. I think we'll wait. Maybe we'll build up for the cat a bit.
Yeah. I think
We'll try to
that's a
fight
good
him
idea.
again to get more gear.
Yeah.
But that is a screening envelope, R1.
Yep.
So he's pretty cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
And then maybe Yesha, because we got some new cat gear and she has the axe. Maybe that could be Yesha.
Yeah. Very cool.
And that's if you get punch daggers too. So that's the cat armor, some of the sets for that.
Yeah.
Or we could also We'll make our own custom ones because we still have bits left. We can make another character for Longshot or something too.
Yep.
Paint him up.
Sounds good.
But we'll see what we bring next time when we play in Lantern Year 2.
Yep. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.